Take a load off and grab a seat. Pull up a chair, prop up the feet. That's fine by me. Fine by me. Yeah. It's podcast time.
We're coming to you
Wes is
live
opening.
from late night on a Thursday. We call it
Thursday.
3
3 years off the booze today for me.
years off the booze. All drink to that.
Yeah,
I heard
cheers.
that.
Cheers
I heard
there, old
that.
buddy.
I baked myself a cake today.
Is that your show and tell for the day?
It is. I baked a cake. I actually baked two.
What kind of
You
cake
put
was
a
it?
candle in it?
It's a devil's food cake with milk chocolate icing.
Devil's food cake. It's been a long time. I
It's
like that
chocolate.
angel food cake.
It's
I'm a little
chocolate.
bit more of that angel food cake.
You like
than
white
I get
cake?
White cake.
That's one of my favorite scenes of the movie Django Unchained, the Tarantino film. Whenever they're at Calvin Candy's plantation, and he's like, "Let's go into the parlor. They're serving white cake." I just think
Wes
it's
is
funny how
open.
he says it.
Wes is open
he has
a
slaves,
dog
you know.
sitting business.
What? Yeah, I got a foster business. Winnie,
What kind of dog is that? Is that a Cane Corso?
It's a fucking Great Dane.
It's a house cat.
Winnie, come here.
It's the greatest Dane.
Buddy.
There he is.
That's a huge dog.
Look at that big old head. What are you doing there?
Is it true that Great Danes like never stop growing? Like they pretty much like that's like what kills them is like their
You're thinking about crocodiles.
They're just so big, man. They don't
I'm thinking
like
of
they're
that
like their lifespan's like 7 years.
Yeah,
7,
'cause
8
they're so
years at
big.
max.
Yeah. You're thinking about reptiles, Josh.
oh okay. They live a long time.
Winnie here's only 20 months old. And like legit, like I'm 6'4", she can put her like paws on my shoulder. Like she's
Yeah.
almost as tall as I
We'll
am.
have to put that picture that you sent to us the other night with her laying on your couch. Enormous.
She's fucking massive, and she thinks she's very small.
How much does she eat like in a day?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'll be
Never
honest.
fed
Like they dropped
She's
her.
not eating nothing.
Had it for
okay.
3 days. Never
They dropped her off with like this big bag of food, and they were like, she just grazes throughout the day, and I was like, all right.
Oh, you just
And I,
dumped the
like,
whole
put
bag out on
down,
the floor?
I put down this immense amount of food in the morning, and she ate it all, and I was like, what?
I picture you in your house.
So I don't know. I'm just used to having like, she's probably 150 pounds, like 100%.
I picture like one of your spare bedrooms having like one of those plastic kiddie pools, like full of like a whole bag of dog food.
Yeah, I think she could eat a whole bag of Old Roy if you really wanted to.
Old Roy, feed her the good stuff. The
Old
good
Roy.
stuff.
If
Spare
she
no
really wanted
expense.
to, she could do it. But like, yeah, I'm used to having dogs that are like 40 to 60 pounds.
Yeah,
so I really
a
don't
normal
know how
dog.
much to feed her. They were like, "Hey, give her these vitamins, and here's her food." And they didn't really give me any direction on like how much food to feed her. So
Damn.
she's been fine. I mean, she'd be pooping, she'd be peeing, she's doing all the things.
That's
dogs
great.
do.
Those are 2 great signs of a healthy
That
dog.
is a good thing. I'd say a healthy person.
Yep.
You
I
know,
was
she's
supposed
doing
to
great.
adopt a dog last week, but I just ain't got time right now. I have signed myself up for way too many extracurriculars.
Yeah,
I know.
you got a lot
Didn't we
going on.
just talk about this?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Are you
Yeah.
feeling better? You look better.
Well, thank you, Josh.
You're welcome.
I went out and tried to work today. Felt a little queasy, so I came on home.
Good call.
Not
Good call.
quite over it yet.
Are you
Did you
shitting
say
or
you ate?
throwing up?
I'm not really doing any of it. I just kind of feel nauseous all the time.
You taking Ozempic?
You on your period?
Whatever your mom gave me.
That could have been
What-
it. She's
what-
Isn't your mom a
Whatever your mom
nurse?
She is, but I mean,
See,
she's
she coulda gave you something.
Hey!
ear, nose, and throat nurse. I don't know. I don't know what she would have gave him.
I've never even been to one of them. That's the one thing I haven't been to.
That's like the one thing I have been to. I've had rhinoplasty done before.
Watch check.
to correct. I had a deviated septum. It did not fix my snoring like they said it would, but I did have it done, and it did cost money.
Are you a snorer, Nick? Do you snore when you sleep?
Oh, my ex says that I did sometimes, but my son slept in bed with me the other night and he started snoring.
That's hilarious.
5 years old, and I was like, "Yeah, Lee,
Get that boy a CPAP machine.
yeah."
Get him one of those mouthpieces, one of those mouth guards.
Yeah, some breathe right strips on a 5-year-old.
Y'all were talking about those.
I told y'all the other day that one of them sleep masks and a breathe right strip. That's a.
I have too many.
Sleep.
I don't know if I could sleep with a mask on. I think it would like freak me out. I don't know.
Like over your eyes?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about over your mouth.
Well, I know that. No kidding. Jeez.
Trying to protect.
In there with the N95 on my face. I didn't even wear one there. We had COVID. I said, take me. I said, I'd be damned if I went through all this, get my leg cut off and shit, and damn little bitty flu kill my ass. I said, I'm gonna roll on through this. Still unvaccinated.
I think I got one of the shots.
Are they still pushing the boosters and shit pretty hard? I guess now, like everybody that got one has to keep it going. So,
I think all the old people are still doing it.
Yeah, that would make
all
sense.
All the old folks are still doing it. My parents aren't, but I mean, my mom's a nurse and my dad's old. And they were like, we're just not gonna like my parents are very apolitical. Like they don't really care about. They're not one way or the other, and they're just like, we're just not gonna do this anymore.
I was thinking about like you talking about your parents not really giving a shit. Like I don't remember my parents like growing up like us ever talking about politics. Like like now it's everywhere. Like it's in the news. Like my son's 11, he's 12, and he can like tell you like more about who's running for stuff than I ever could at 12 years old. Like I didn't give a shit about that stuff. Like now I feel like everybody's consumed with it.
When I was in third grade, I remember having a mock election in third grade in Allen County Primary Center. It's where the YMCA is there now. If any young kids are listening to this from Allen County, and we had a mock election the year that Bill Clinton went in.
Yeah.
And I voted for Bill Clinton, and I sent him a fucking letter.
1992.
He sent me a letter back.
Hell yeah.
That was not 1992.
He got elected in 1992.
I bet Monica sent it.
He got reelected in 96. So
okay, 96 would have been when I got the letter back. Yeah.
Excuse me.
I bet Monica sent that.
You think she did it?
I hope she did. I hope she did. It'd be worth more. I've still got that letter.
2 red lips on the bottom of it.
Maybe some other stains.
Little dickhead on the back.
Pop. Truffle butter.
You ever think about like if you like a stamp situation, like you got like some red stamp and you like slap your dick on it?
I've never thought about doing that.
But it on a letter to like for your signature,
like the wax. It's like you're talking about like they used to.
Not the wax. Not the wax. Just a you got ink, and then like instead of putting your name, you got the back of your dick,
like your family crest.
Yeah.
Your insignia.
Who's got the back of your dick? Nobody does. They can't recreate that.
Like a snowflake.
They can't recreate that.
What if they had like a database of like that's like how they identified?
And if they could recreate mine, they wouldn't want to.
What if they like that was like the new like database? Like instead of fingerprints, they were like, you know what? If you're locking you up, you got to go in here and you got to dip your pecker into this ink.
Dip your pecker. Because they're all different, boys.
They're all, I guess. I don't know. I was going to say something, but I forgot after you took a left turn there. I didn't. Yeah. I wasn't expecting that part of in the conversation. I got to regroup my thoughts here. So anyway, what was this meme that you sent earlier about Taylor Swift and the conservatives?
Oh well, I forget if it was a couple years ago. I think it was the Soros family bought Taylor Swift's music, and like she went on a big anti-Soros campaign against them, and then she went quiet for a little bit and came back, and she was like super liberal, and now she's endorsing Biden. Travis
Who
Kelsey.
said that? Like what? Okay, hold on. Where did that happen? Like, where did she endorse Biden at?
Instagram posts and stuff. Like I saw a picture. She baked a bunch of Biden 2024 cookies or something like that. And Travis Kelsey is a spokesperson for Pfizer for the vaccine.
Yeah, I've seen
So
those
they
commercials.
think what we were talking about, the NFL rigging games, that's a conspiracy that the NFL is going to rig it so that Travis and Taylor can endorse Biden for the election. I'm sorry, that's not. I didn't create it.
Yeah,
I'm just reporting on it. I'm live in the field. I'm live in the field.
Let's back up.
Okay.
I gotta pull it back. I'm gonna look at the meme. Hold on.
Let's back up. What are you talking? Taylor Swift did what? Like she's endorsed Biden somehow? I've
she's
never
endorsing
seen
the
her
Biden
endorse
campaign.
anything. Okay, so you've got to like have receipts for like her endorsing things because she's never ever done anything left or right. If anything, I would think
I didn't
she's
know that I was
right
talking to
left.
such a big Swiftie. I'm sorry, but I mean, there's pictures. I mean, I saw a picture of her with a batch of Biden election cookies that she baked or bought.
Hey man, I mean, I'm just saying, I've never seen it. You've got to. I'm not a big Swift fan. Like, I really don't care. Like, I'm not gonna take up for her or anything, but I just don't know any of the, like I've never heard of any of these things you're claiming right now. But like for like whenever I was talking about earlier today with the Shapiro podcast with him saying that like the like Democrats have been like ganging up and like they're like, hey, we're gonna make this crazy good tight end and this crazy good pop artist, and then we're gonna put them together, and then we're gonna make them Biden supporters.
I didn't say that the Democrats forced their relationship. I'm just saying that, if the NFL can rig games, then that's what some people are saying.
I'm not saying that you're saying that. I'm just saying that's what like the big conspiracy.
Yeah, I mean,
on the red side.
That's not that far of a stretch. If people are assuming the NFL is rigging a game for the Biden election, then yeah, they would probably assume that their relationship is rigged as well.
Like just for show.
Wild. Yeah, there's no way that relationship's rigged.
Yeah, it looks pretty real to me.
Happenstance.
I know love when I see it.
They might. Taylor might be a CIA
plant
asset, but like that was not planned from the get go.
Kind of like Angelina Jolie and Mr. and Mrs. Smith,
right? Just like that,
or like Amelia Earhart, yeah.
And Travis Kelsey's Brad Pitt. Maybe he's an assassin too.
It'd be a good one.
You think so? I think he'd be
sure.
Clumsy. I'm sure he'd be clumsy. You'd hear him coming. You'd hear his big ass.
Every time I think of Travis Kelsey, I think of George Kittle. You know about George Kittle?
He looks like a caveman.
I think they're kind of the same person, to be honest.
You think so?
Yeah.
When I think of
49ers, Kelsey, I think George Kittle's just as good as Travis Kelsey.
Oh, well, he's just as good. I mean, he really is. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. So
he's the only guy I care for on the 49ers.
Do you think it's going to be high scoring?
George Kittle lives here in Nashville, too.
Really? Everybody's moving to Nashville.
I'm beating shit out of my dog right now.
You better be nice to that dog. He'll get you like J.A. Morant.
Yep, like a J.A. down in the paint.
Ja. What's his full name?
I don't know. Ja?
Oh, that can't be his name.
That can't be his name?
Ja? That's probably
a
nickname.
Hold on. I bet it fucking can be.
I'm about to he played college ball at Murray State.
Where?
Murray State University. Yep.
Wow, that's a shit place to play basketball.
Hey, easy. Because he pulled guns on people and shit.
Oh, Jamal.
Jamel.
Yeah, probably because he had an ankle.
Is his first name Tetris?
No, it is not.
It's Demetrius.
Ankle bracelets cost start at $400 a month. the perpetrator wearing the bracelet has to pay for it. Some people have to pay
Yeah.
$30 a day. I mean, that's $900 a month.
Yeah, same with the like if you get a bunch of DUIs and have to get one of them what do you call them interlocks?
Like a breathalyzer?
Yeah, car breathalyzer. Yeah, it's like
Interlocks?
the hell's
it's like
this?
$1,500 to get it installed in your car.
That's getting a blowjob, Josh. Ever had one?
So you mean not in a while? So you got to pay for that yourself?
Yep.
Yeah, like $1,500.
Well,
Yep,
get
I
that
guess
a
I
whole
wouldn't
lot of
expect the
money.
taxpayers to foot that bill, would I?
Yeah,
No, you wouldn't, because they have to pay for it themselves.
I know a guy that's had one for like 2 years. He just won't quit drinking and driving. Just
It's
refused.
too much fun.
Too much fun.
Too much fun. Do I know who it is?
Through the line, you
Yeah,
do, but
yeah.
you don't know him personally.
I got you. What a
Yeah.
character. I bet he's a fun time.
Well,
Some people just like to
probably
party.
In
Some people
some
just like to
social
party.
scenarios, I'm sure he is.
Yeah. Well, so
Let's go
Well,
fix it.
that's enough on Taylor Swift, I guess. I don't want anybody to get mad. It seemed like y'all were getting pretty heated there for a minute, and I was a little
I
uncomfortable.
would get mad. I'm not getting mad. I just don't think that she's a plant. So like the whole industry plant thing, like
Big
that's a
face.
new. So industry plant is like a new, like a buzzword that has popped into like social media here recently. So like everything's a fucking industry plant these days.
Yeah.
And like I just don't think like what's the reason behind it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, what are they doing, right? Like what's the end game? Right.
Like there, I mean, like, so if there was like some alien shit going on, yada yada, like something else in the news, I'd be like, all right, like, what are they trying to like, what are they trying to like,
Isn't it crazy that
get by us right now? What are they trying to get by us right now?
I think it's crazy that they pretty much told us that aliens are real. Like nobody's talking about that shit like ever. Like
Because we don't believe it.
Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't
I
believe we found
believe,
them.
I believe aliens are real, but like,
Well, yeah,
I don't
of
believe
course.
that. I mean, like, if they were actually real and they made that like, and they made that happen, they would have done something. Like, show me something. If they're real, show me. Prove it to me.
According to one of our
Mexico tried,
listeners.
but they
This ain't
failed.
fucking church. Show me something, dude.
Goodness. Hey, Nick, are there any other like holy artifacts, like missing treasures of the world that we know of besides like what we talked about the other day?
There's one that I saw that's like the shroud that Christ was covered with, and supposedly they think they have it because it has like the impression of a face on it, and they think that it's Christ's face. That's one that I know of.
Kind of
that they have in a
Shroud of
temple.
Turin.
Probably.
What's isn't the crown of thorns like somewhere too?
That is somewhere. Yeah. There's a
No way.
documentary on Netflix
Ain't no way.
about
The crown of thorns.
about a lot of religious artifacts.
It still has like the blood on it, I think, like or something like it's
They bring
it's
it out
grapevine.
for a ceremony every Easter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the Vatican, right? I think so.
Yeah, and I think it might have a chunk of the original cross with it.
Yeah, that's wild.
That might be
dude.
me making stuff up, but
I believe it.
Yeah.
it. I think knowing our listeners, they're not going to look that much into it, so they're probably going to believe you too.
yeah. A lot of people think that the Ark of the Covenant is hidden somewhere secret. You know, there's always been a search for the Covenant.
That's got to be in the Vatican.
Indiana Jones shit right there. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
That's got to be in the Vatican. Same with the Shroud of Turin. So, like what you were talking about with the Holy Shroud or the Shroud of Turin, that's what you're talking about. That this is the linen cloth that they put over Jesus after he was crucified, and it supposedly has his face on it. I don't know. It seems kind of wild. Like, why would it imprint his face on it? Doesn't make any sense.
It is pretty wild.
The documented history of Shroud
Like
dates
how
1354. Did they really carbon date that? I don't know if you can carbon date past 1600s or so.
Dude, I have no idea. I just watched Jurassic Park the other day. That's all I
Yeah.
know.
That's all I know about.
Yeah.
If you trap a mosquito in tree sap, and then you drill into it and you take the DNA out of it and make a dinosaur.
There's a new documentary or like a docu series, or whatever they call it, on Netflix about Alexander the Great. And I've watched the first episode. It's like a 6 parts, I think, and it's pretty good. He was a bad dude, man. Who do y'all think was the greatest conqueror of all time?
Oh, Genghis. Yeah.
Genghis Khan?
Yeah.
Genghis, or was it Chinggis? Chinggis? Everybody calls it Genghis over here, but it's like Chinggis or something like that. That's how you really say it. But so we can only really carbon date stuff. Okay. Go on with what you were saying. I'm sorry. I'm about to railroad you.
No, you're good. Go ahead. What you were saying. What were y'all saying about Genghis? He was Mongolian, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's part of most of our DNA.
They say he killed so many people that it lowered the carbon footprint of that generation, like the CO2 levels in the world.
They said that
noticeably dropped.
I saw somewhere too, like he killed so many people, like that there was like blood, like in like fields for like years and shit, like just like it would like wash like off like mountainsides and shit, like after these battles. It's crazy, man.
Cool.
I think that Alexander the Great, he killed
too, but all right.
Genghis Khan conquered 4.86 million square miles of land. And at his time, he had under half of the world's population under his rule. That's pretty wild shit.
You got to be pretty ruthless.
So you got Alexander the Great, Napoleon, Attila the Hun.
And that just goes to show you, some people just are never going to be happy.
No, Julius Caesar, his ass got clapped up by his boys, by the Senate.
That's what happens.
That's what happened to him.
Why did they do that?
Because they wanted to overthrow it, because he was becoming crazy, like power hungry, and he was being really shitty to the people.
They'll do it.
Also, he was trying to marry Cleopatra in Egypt, and they didn't like that. I think that's right. I know they had something going on. Julius Caesar and Cleopatra.
They's hot and heavy.
Yeah, they were. It's definitely hot in Egypt.
Some people say she wasn't as hot as you think she was.
It seems like everybody's always after Egypt. You know what I mean? Why do we let them have their own place? We should have took over Egypt. You know, I thought we were the USA.
Romans did.
Well, everybody did. The Alexander the Great, everybody. Napoleon even fought in Egypt.
So what's the point of your? What are you saying?
Why are we letting them have it to themselves? Why do we not go take it to the United States of America's property?
Like right now?
Yeah, everybody else was after it forever. All the great empires were after it. Why do we not have it now? We're the greatest empire.
You're right, Josh. We deserve it.
What do we want there? Like what's there that we want?
I always just imagined it being a desert.
Well, from what I've seen on television, I don't know. I guess that I always wanted to go, and I would feel better if it was the United States. I would go.
The only place that I would love to
the 51st state.
Everybody in Egypt, listen, I'm just kidding.
I would love to travel to everywhere else in the world, to be honest, but I would love to go to the Galapagos Islands.
Yeah.
That's the only place I really absolutely care about going to.
Is that where Darwin went?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Chuck Darwin.
Charlie
Darwin.
The original Charlie in the jungle.
Yeah. That's the only place I really care about going. I mean, Italy's cool. I mean, like, obviously, I don't really know. Like, it might be much cooler than I think it would be, but
I want to go to Turkey, to Istanbul, Constantinople, all that. I like the Ottoman Empire, so I like to go see all that stuff.
I like to go see where are them buildings at that got the buildings that are like.
That's Istanbul, Turkey.
Like the fucking Aladdin building?
Yeah, that's Turkey.
What's the
we go
what's the big
Turkey.
temple?
Yeah.
What's the big temple?
The Taj Mahal.
Yeah,
it's
the
in
Taj
India.
Mahal. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool to see too.
I just want to go hiking.
Yeah. You just
Where
want
you
to
hiking at?
the Rockies.
I got the Rockies. I bought a documentary about a guy that through hiked the Appalachian Trail last night, but it's like a 5-month ordeal, man.
Wasn't there somebody from
there's
Franklin doing that?
Lee Fowler did it.
Right.
Shout out to Lee.
I thought there
she
was
did
somebody.
Yeah, almost 2,200 miles.
That's crazy, dude.
Yep. There's one, the John Muir Trail out west. It's like 450. It's only about a month. That one is doable.
Yeah.
For my age.
Is there like how high like out there? It'd be some pretty sketchy terrain, like not like what we're used to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the elevations here east, the Appalachian Mountain Range is so old that it's eroded over time, and the elevation isn't as high. But
Right.
out west, those mountains are so much newer
and rigid
that
dry.
they're thousands of feet higher in elevation than our mountains are over here.
Yeah, because we get so much more rain over here, I guess, right?
Well, I mean, they're just millions of years newer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know how they were developed. You know, the Appalachian might have been developed maybe when what was it when all of the continents were one?
The continental drift, Pangea.
Yeah. That might have been when the Appalachians were formed, and then the Rockies were probably, there's a lot of tectonic plates there.
The continental divide, they hit together and made mountains.
Yeah.
Y'all see that?
Tectonic plates. Man, this 5th grade geography.
You ever seen mountains?
That's back when I still loved school. Speaking of 5th grade, we were talking about politics. We had to do like a report on like a political figure, somebody in government at the time. Well, I got Sandra Day O'Connor. She was a justice in the Supreme Court.
Was she the lead? Was she the lead female role in Terminator?
That's Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor. Is that what
this
you
is
said?
Sandra Day O'Connor. She just passed away a little while ago. But anyway, so I didn't do it because I just didn't do schoolwork, even in 5th grade. I procrastinated. I didn't do it. So the teacher, she was like, everybody did theirs, and she got around to me, and she goes, "Well, I was really looking forward to hearing about Senator Day O'Connor, but it looks like Mr. Harrington once again didn't do his work." And we just went on, I still haven't forgot about
that. She's like, "This was my only chance to hear about."
Oh yeah, she like told everybody in class pretty much like I was a piece of shit. Like that's the one she was really looking forward to. Like she was waiting to get to me, and I was last, and I didn't have it ready. And she was just like, "All right, I'm just disappointed."
You learned your lesson, man. I did I waited until the day before to do a science fair project, and I had my mom take me to Walmart and get some disposable cameras, and I took a bunch of pictures of eggs, and I wanted to measure how long boiling an egg determined if it would bounce or not. And I just took a bunch of pictures of eggs that were like, I dropped them and like try to take pictures of them with a tape measure floating in the air, and then just a bunch of picture of eggs that were busted on the concrete. We went and developed them real quick, and that was my science fair project.
Would you get a C plus?
Oh, I was just glad to get it done. It was
speaking of
40% of our grade.
Speaking of eggs and projects, I forgot to do one time. It was like 5th grade, I think, and we had to do an egg. It was for science class, and we had to make whatever we could to like launch the egg like 20 foot in the air, and it couldn't bust. Like you had to like have a parachute, like whatever you come up with. So I told my dad, the night before, he took an empty Pringles can and stuffed old washcloths in one end and put an egg in it, and then stuffed the other end with washcloths, and just like, here, put the top on, like, here you go. See if they can bust that egg, dude. I was like, what is this? I was like, I'm gonna get this. I was so embarrassed. Like, I got there was people with like Tupperware with like parachutes on it and shit. And I had a Pringles can with washcloths jammed in it. But hey, the egg didn't bust. So
that's hilarious.
Yeah. That's some trailer shit.
Yeah, hell yeah, bub.
Yeah.
Now, if it was in like a Crown Royal bag or something like that,
that would have been even better.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just took rags and like stuff like that morning, like before school, like went in the bathroom, took washcloths and put in it. Here you go,
bro. So Have
What?
y'all ever heard about the Black Alien Project?
Uh-uh.
No.
You never heard of this fella?
No, I didn't want to get in trouble talking about it.
Okay. All right, hold on. I want to do a little share situation.
Yeah, let's see it. I'm picturing like
Uh,
Marvin the Martian. Is that him right there? The one that you
Oh,
had in the middle?
yeah, I know him.
these are all
Okay.
the fellas.
I want to know what that one dude that looks like
Oh,
a
there's multiple people that are doing
go
this?
down.
Oh, these are all the same motherfucker.
Okay.
Well, who's that fucking normal
These are all
looking
the
dude?
same fella.
Gross.
These are all the same guys. He's like literally went down to 3 fingers.
Is that
because
what he used to look like?
What do you mean? Where?
Go down. Go down.
Yeah, this is the guy.
What did
He was a good looking fella, wasn't he? Huh?
yeah. Yeah.
He fucking wasted that, huh?
I like that one with the boxing gloves. That's my favorite one.
How about that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I
Ooh.
mean, he's in shape though.
Well, I mean,
Gotta
he's an
give him
alien.
that.
Look
Look
at his
at that. He's
arms.
Alien.
only got the 2 fucking fingers there, but yeah.
Why would you just go voluntarily cutting? This makes me mad, cutting stuff off on purpose. It's his
This
damn
guy,
problem.
he's fucking jamming.
Yeah,
He don't
he
even got ears.
identifies as disabled. Does he have breast implants?
Hey, this dude's got mental
got a-
illness.
Oh, it looks like a backpack or something.
Dude,
He's got-
I'm gonna have
like-
nightmares tonight.
I can't believe y'all ain't never seen this guy. He's got a
Ah.
fucking dick on him too.
Jesus. That's good.
I bet he's into some weird stuff.
Could you imagine if that dude was like a fucking army green beret and he like busted up into your like room while you're sleeping and he had to kill you? What the fuck? Look at that.
No.
His teeth. His teeth
If this guy like
foul.
busted into my room, I'd say, "Oh no,
Yeah, I wouldn't know what to say.
what
I
are
think
you
there's a real
doing?"
alien coming in there.
I would
Why you
definitely
got
think
that
I was about to get
poncho
molested.
on, man? Wait. Okay, so that's yeah. I was okay. So we got to see what he looked like before. That was the whole point
Dude,
of me
that's
doing this.
crazy. Man, look at his arms. What is that shit in his arms?
What do you mean? He's got muscles
Those
Those are
like,
muscles?
in his arms?
No, these like go down a little bit. Right there. Look at his
yeah, it makes it
forearm.
look like
Yeah. He's got some implants in
That's
there.
muscles.
Man, I had a Hispanic fella.
No, those are not muscles. Those are implants.
She just told me they were muscles. It pretty much told me I was stupid.
Have you ever seen a B-52 bomber?
Yes, I did.
I had this Hispanic at work tell me one day. He said, "I've got a pearl implanted in my penis," and we didn't believe him. We were like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Yeah, in Mexico, we implant these little beads like into the top of their skin,
behind the head.
Pee-pee?
yes." And
Gross.
we
Yeah.
didn't believe him. He pulled it out and showed us
Why do they do that?
for the woman's pleasure, I guess.
How big was his member?
It wasn't impressive.
It wasn't really. Wow. Okay.
That's why you got the pearl.
Yeah, that's why he had to get the pearl.
Oh, okay.
He needed a gimmick.
Jeez.
I just
Sorry,
got my
Juan.
personality, and I'm real funny apparently. So
Sorry, Juan. Didn't mean to call you out, buddy.
He's never going to see this. Does he
You think-
speak
well,
English?
There was literally
speaks great
400
English.
people that watched our last video, so he might.
That's true. He might. You never know. They're out there for everybody to see.
Okay, hold on. What so go ahead with what y'all doing. I'm fucking beat a bop.
Oh, I was going to talk about Taco Bell. We went to Taco Bell to eat last night, and they've got some new menu items, right? Well,
Can't wait to hear it.
do you remember they used to have the caramel apple empanadas?
No.
Like it was like apple pies, but they had like caramel and apple. They're really popular, like a sweet treat. Yeah, but it was a caramel apple empanada. Wes, help me out. Do you remember those?
Now,
Well, anyway, they're delicious. Well, they were like $1. Well, they took them off the menu, so I always wondered like why, and people like asked. Come to find out, it was because the employees were like making a bunch of them, and like It's one item that they can't like reserve the next day if they cook so many of them. So they're like taking 5 and 6 apple empanadas home each every night. So Taco Bell was losing like millions of dollars to fucking the employees. So they just quit selling them. So that's some bullshit.
That's some fucking bull.
Yeah, they were so good, man. Melt your
I
fucking
never
face
had 'em.
off. They were good.
Sometimes I'll go 2
I've
years.
never. I don't really eat sweets from. I don't really eat fast food, as if I can help it. But I don't eat sweets from fast food.
I got you. Well, I ate it all.
Sometimes I'll go 2 years without eating Taco
One-legged ass
Bell.
bitch.
Oh, I love Taco Bell.
I love Taco Bell.
They're the unofficial
Beef and
sponsor of
burrito?
Fine by Me podcast. I like the quesadilla.
I like a chicken quesadilla with a
A
little
steak.
on
Steak quesadilla.
it. Ugh.
I like
You don't
it.
even know what that steak's made out of.
Yeah, I don't know what the chicken's made of either. It's
It's
Taco
chicken.
Bell. No,
I bet it's chicken, and it's not
Chicken.
fucking
I heard that there
whatever
was
that
not
is.
that there was not chicken in McDonald's chicken nuggets. That it was mostly fish.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't like them.
The fish fillet is definitely pretty good.
I like a filet of fish now.
I don't like it either, but
I do like it.
It's actually like real fish.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's cod.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
God.
is.
Cods.
COD
Very
cod.
Very nice cods.
Cock.
Cods.
COCK. Cock.
Well, y'all about ready to tie a bow on this one?
No, we ain't.
Yeah.
Wait, what time is it?
It's 9:11. We've been going for 40 minutes.
No, hold on 1 second. 1 second. I feel like there's something else. Oh,
Look a lot monster.
So I was watching a video the
He's
other day.
excited.
I was watching a video earlier today. So Nessie, like the Loch Ness situation, is
Right.
not like it's not beholden to the fucking across the seas.
Scotland.
Scotland, whatever the fuck that is. So there's a Bessie that's in Lake Erie, and there's a chick called Ray in Raystown Lake in Pennsylvania.
Ray.
Yeah, it's just called Ray because the town's called Raystown, or it's Raysville, and now they call it Raystown. They've been spotting this thing since 1862. The newest photos from 2006, and they've even had like a segment on the Sci-Fi Channel, I think.
Yeah,
or
like
maybe
the
Discovery Channel.
Honey Monsters or whatever.
Yeah, hunting musters, hunting.
It's something like that. Hunt mustard.
But yeah,
Honey mustard.
I love honey mustard.
Me too.
they've
It's
got
good.
some pictures of this
Ken
thing.
Steakhouse is the best store bought.
It's always funny. Like I know that I'm like the guy that's supposed to be like super on board with everything, but like it's always funny. Like whenever somebody has like a picture of something, like it's like the most grainy thing you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, we have like the best cameras
what are
ever
you
known to
doing?
man now.
I've like there's things I've wanted to take pictures of, and I'm like, well, it's just not going to be that good of a picture, so I'm just not going to take it. But even if I could like take a picture of Bigfoot, and I was like, it's going to be super grainy, I'd probably still take it. But like at the same time, I'd be like, if people tell me I'm bullshitting, I'm not going to like. I'm going to be like, all right, yeah, I see why you say I'm bullshitting, but
They could have a phone with a camera like mine, because it's pretty terrible.
yeah, I mean,
I discovered my camera problems on my phone was my OtterBox.
Oh,
So anytime
yeah,
I take a good picture, I have to take my case off.
because
my
it would
phone.
do that clicking and shit.
No, it's so old. It's like 3
Oh.
years old. It's like a
I
fuzzy
can
filter.
imagine what the inside of your pockets look like after a day of work.
Yeah.
God,
I don't
I've seen
even
what the
have-
outside look like.
I barely have a case on my phone.
So dark.
What are you talking about?
I'm so dark.
Yeah, you are. Are you black?
No,
No.
maybe a little.
Hmm.
Maybe a little.
He said last episode he thought he was in a past life.
I may have been. I think so. I'm smooth, man. I'm smooth. I got style.
All right. Well, if we're gonna put a ribbon on this thing, I guess we should do it.
A ribbon. We're gonna tie a bow on it.
Tie a
Ribbons-
bow on it.
I
This
think he
is-
put a sash on. Call it Miss America.
Sachet.
This is the first late night episode we've ever done.
Late night for us old fucks.
I mean, like late night. Well, late night. Like if I could
kinda
be
like
up
it.
there,
I like it.
If it's 9:15 here, then GMT time it would be
Here we go.
3:15.
3:15. Yep.
Yeah.
I still haven't changed it on my
Gander
watch.
Mountain
I still don't know how to do that.
Gander Mountain Time.
Gander Mountain.
If I
time.
lived up there, I would love to do this at 9 every night. But yeah,
Yeah.
But
I'm a
yeah,
little more loose
it
this
is
time of
doing
night.
this late.
It
But
is
it's
fun.
also different not doing it in person.
It is. It is.
Like it's a different vibe. It's a different like there's so many different things going on. I
Yeah,
don't
well, hopefully we can get together next week.
Yep.
We're not gonna
I
be able to. Like
couldn't even go to play
well,
practice.
Wednesday, maybe Wednesday.
Yeah, well, he might want a day off though. You know,
Okay, well,
Oh, I might not.
we'll see. We'll play it by ear.
No.
we'll see.
Anyway, this has been another episode of Fine by Me. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Hey, hey.
Take a load off,
Love you.
grab a seat, pull up a chair, prop up your feet. That's fine by me. Fine by me. Yeah, it's podcast time.